Hi, this is KUngFUandroid, and today on Feed the Beast Ultimate, we're still working on bees. I have established the noble line, so I am cycling them through. This should stack some more if everything's working. Yep, everything's stacking good. Yep. So I've established the noble line, and I'm breeding them up, so I have a few. So that gives us, the only thing I don't think I've saved too much of are commons. And so I think I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Oh no, I got some commons. Alright, in the drones. And I've got one purebred drone diligent. Diligent is the other side of that line. Diligent is the other side of the line from the noble. But I've only got one of them. So I am going to need not the noble queen. I'm going to need a cultivated queen and a common drone. Now if I take, that's a full-blooded cultivated and a diligent. Now let's look at this. That's what I want, is a diligent drone. I want a diligent queen. Let's see if that works. I got all the soul frames in there, so that'll up the mutations 7.5% apiece, total of 22.5%. They already have a 15% chance of mutating, so 37.5% is our chance. So let's try for that. Now this is unexpected. I ended up with an unwary princess and drone and a cultivated drone. Let's check out how that's purebred there. What's this one? Oh, the unwary line. I am gonna need to look that up. Well, what we seem to have done is produce. That's pretty good right there. Might go ahead and pull those out to breed these up, because we've just jumped one up on the diligent line. We have, oops, let me grab these out, these and this, and put that and that in there. And we've just jumped one up on the diligent line, where, let's see, right here is what we were looking for, and over here, see right here, the majestic is where we jumped on the noble line, majestic princess and drone. Trouble is, those are hybrid drones, and so we're a little bit convoluted right now on our breeding paths. So I'm going to work on trying to straighten that out. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what happened. Okay, I did a forest in the meadows. I came up with a common. Then I took the common through a forest in the meadows came up with a diligent. Now I took the diligent through a common. Come on, come on. And that came up. Let's see, is that right? No, I'm sorry, that's a cultivated. So yeah, so I take the cultivated through 2 commons, and that gives me a diligent and a noble. Let's see, do I got a noble around here? Yeah, that gives me a diligent and a noble. Whoops. Alright. So I'm out of frames. I'll be right back. Okay, so we took the diligent through 2 commons and ended up with a noble. Come on, get in there. And a diligent. Alright, now take a diligent through a cultivated. Now, yeah, we got to take both of these through a cultivated to get. Let's place some more blocks here. Here we go. Yeah. To get what's next. But we don't have. Let's see. I got the noble line established, and I got. Oh. I don't have the. I don't believe I have the majestic line established. Not yet. But we've inadvertently, let's see, what did we do? Diligent. Okay, so taking the noble through the diligent or the cultivated gets a, because we took the cultivated through the common to get a noble, so now we got to take the noble through through a common, because you always got to go back. You always got to go back 2 generations. The sun's going down. Okay, so noble through a cultivated will get us a majestic, which we don't have established. We have everything established up until the majestic down here. Now this line up here, the let's just pillar. Oh no, I'll turn on my. There we go. Flight controls on. Diligent through a cultivated. Is that what that is? Yeah, cultivated will get us an unweary. Come on. There we go. We have the unweary established, but we've almost completely jumped over the diligent line. So I need to go back and try and rebuild this diligent line, and then I'll see what we have to do next. So what I've run into is all of my princesses so far I've bred past the point where I need a cultivated and princess to go with my common. I don't have, these are 2 hive queens. Bottom, I'd have to breed those up. Let's look in here in my bag. Let's see, do I have a, what is that? Oh, that's modest. I don't think I need cultivated and a common. So I'm not seeing any cultivateds in here. And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make me a cultivated. I have plenty of commons, and all these are just hive bees. So I could use I could use a marbled princess, I could use any of them. And just to prove it, I'll use a marble princess, and I'll need a common drone. So I have plenty of common drones right here. Right? I'll stick them in my mutator. The mutator. And I'll use a modest princess and a common drone. And let's see what we get out of it. We should end up with either, oh no, we should end up with a cultivated, which hopefully I can take to the diligent line and not the noble line again. I ended up with 2 noble princesses instead of 1 of each. So we'll see. Okay, I ran into a hostile environment. I shouldn't have used the modest because of the area I was in. Let's try a marbled modest queen. That's junk now. I might need it for something different. Let's just go ahead and go with a Meadows queen or Meadows princess and a common drone, just because of the environment we're in. So let's throw those in there and let's see what we end up with. Now let's look to see what we got. We ended up with a common princess, Meadows drone, and a cultivated drone. So let's see what all we got. This is a common Meadows, so it's not great. That's a Meadows cultivated and a cultivated Meadows drone. Alright, so we got a common Meadows. Let's look in our junk drawer here. We need a let's see, Meadows forest. We need a forest hybrid. Let's see, Meadows, cultivated Meadows, that's unknown. It's just a common drone. Yeah. For what we're doing, another common drone might work. It could end up biting us in the butt. The worst we could end up with is a cultivated, which is actually where we're wanting to end up with, but I need a cultivated queen. So we'll see. And how I'm going after the cultivated queen is, it's both a common and a Meadows queen with a common drone. Well, a common and a Meadows will end up with a cultivated. a common will end up with just a common. So I have a chance of making it over here just by doing this breeding. I could end up right here. Where I want to end up is right here. So I'll have to take a common drone with a cultivated queen if I can get there. I'll need purebreds on both. So let's see what happens. Now it looks like we ended up with 3 commons out of the deal. Let's, yep, purebred. Alright, so we ended up right here. Now we need to move on to here with the princess. So we need to throw these in the junk drawer. Even though they are good purebreds, they're still not what we need. Now I could take, this is a pure cultivated drone, and I have okay. Now I could end up here because I have a pure cultivated drone and I have a common princess. Hopefully I'll end up with a diligent out of it, or I'll have to do this again. So let's see what this turns out. It's the last tick, winding down, and what do we get? Come on, come on. Not a noble, not a noble. Let's see. We're going to experience all 27 seconds of this. There we go. Yes! We ended up with both. But, oh, please be a purebred. This will be awesome. Yes. Because this right here, let's break this right here. He is a purebred diligent also. So I'm going to throw these 2 in my breeder and run that out. See my breeder. These will continue to cycle through until I have a whole bunch of them. Now we are established in everything up until this row right here. I'm not established in the majestic line, so I will need to take a cultivated and a noble and work on the majestic line, because I have a majestic princess but not a full-blood majestic drone. I have a hybrid. I could try to put these 2 together, but we might end up going to the next step, and I don't really want to do that. So let's just go ahead and try a noble with a diligent. I have 2 noble princesses there and there, so I'll just use one of them and a purebred cultivated. Is it cultivated? Yes. And try for a majestic. So slapping that in there. Noble, cultivated. Let's see what we end up with. Throw this in the junk drawer and throw these over here, just because that is a good princess, even though he should be in the junk drawer. It's what we're working on. Okay, we're down to the last tick on trying for a majestic to trying to establish a pure majestic line. Let's see what happens. Come on, come on. Oh, soul frames broke. Cultivated, cultivated, cultivated. Soul frames broke. So, probably didn't get what we wanted. No, I lost my noble princess. Alright, but I have a cultivated. Let's see exactly what kind of cultivated. It's a cultivated noble. Alright, this is a cultivated noble. So let's put those two together and see if I get a majestic out of it with the soul frames. Them breaking kind of messed things up. I have a opportunity to, well, no, because I don't have a majestic. I need a majestic to get to the next line. It'll be a cultivated, or it'll be a noble and a majestic to get over here. So I think the best outcome from this would be a majestic. So I think we're good to go there. This frame is about ready to go too. We're building up our diligent line really well. As soon as that breaks, I'm going to pop that in there too. Okay, we got a majestic drone, which I have a majestic queen, a noble drone, a cultivated princess. So I need to find this. I need to see if this is a purebred. It's a majestic cultivated. Well, I have two different kinds of majestic. I got a majestic rocky, majestic cultivated, and a majestic princess. I think if I take the rocky and the purebred princess together, I might end up with a purebred set. So we'll see. And these guys are breeding up nicely. I'm about ready to pull them out. So hopefully I'll have my majestic line set before that's done. Okay, I'm going to pull these out of here, and I'm going to throw this in there real quick. Let's see if I can get, without mutating, a pure majestic queen and drone out of it. I'm going to turn off the automatic pulling out of the items. We got quite a few of these guys. Throw that in there. Throw this in here. And we can say we're established on the diligence. Oops. So let's run over here. Majestic drone, majestic. And we got any purebreds? No, majestic rocky. Majestic rocky. Let's try it again. Let's see if I can get a purebred out of it. Alright, I bred the majestic with the majestic cultivated hybrid, and we ended up with quite a few. Ooh, purebred. Nice. Queen, purebred. Sweet. So we can put those in there. Or princess, actually. Turn this back on and let those run for a while. Let's see, what did we end up with here? That's purebred. purebred. And that's a cultivated majestic. And now we have a cultivated noble hybrid here and a cultivated majestic here. This line, I'm going to use these two because these two are junk right now as they sit. But they have all the traits necessary to continue this line on to the last step. So I'm going to use them over here in the mutator, and I'm just going to cycle these guys up until I have, well, these two are purebreds too, right? Yeah, I can go ahead and knock that guy out because he wasn't a purebred in there, and put that in there. Alright, see, he was a hybrid. Junk drawer. Alright, so we are established up until this point. Let's see. It's what's going on here? It'll do that until it gets a repeatable strain. There's slight variations in the let's turn that off. There's slight variations in the bee as far as, you know, being a fast worker, long life, whatever. There's variations in them. So as soon as that breeds out, then they'll start filling up this with multiple drones, and then that's how I'll leave that. Nope. It doesn't like any of that. See, none of those drones are exactly the same. So let's just keep on going until, let's see how long it takes. There we go. They finally started stacking. So the strain is stabilized. And it took that many bees. So hopefully they keep on doing that. And let's see what's going on over here. They're working their way down. Hopefully they'll come up with the next step. Okay, it did a partial mutation. I ended up with a majestic imperial, a majestic noble, and a cultivated noble. So let's throw these two in again, and hopefully I'll end up with an imperial. Okay, so now I'm at the last stage of the mutations. I'm going to go ahead and do both the majestic noble combination, which I got right here with soul frames, and I'm going to do the unwary diligent combination, which is the top bracket, those two with soul frames. So let's see which one I get first. This one I've cycled through a couple times. I've ended up with a dripping comb out of it. Let's see what I get from that. And I haven't got the mutation I wanted, which is unusual. Almost starting out, these first combinations, they were almost first time every time, but now they're getting more rare and more rare. It's a little bit more difficult to get what I'm looking for. So I don't anticipate getting this maybe the first 2 or 3 times through either. I've just been throwing over here. I've just been throwing combinations of Majestic and Noble in there over and over again, and still, you know, I haven't got the mutation I'm looking for, which is the final one on both ends. So I'll be back when that happens. Okay, back here I've just started a Meadows Queen and Drone from the junk drawer. Cycling through here, trying to get honeycombs from them because I'm almost out of honey. I probably shouldn't have used the junk drawer because I accidentally got a cultivated out of it. So there's extra traits in there that I wasn't really looking for. And that dripping comb made me a honeydew, which I'm not sure. What do you use a honeydew for? Let's see. Use. It's thinking about it. Well, I can make a glycerine melon. I can make ambrosia. That's cool. Or I can make a blank template, which I'm not sure what that's used for. Nothing. It doesn't know of anything. I can make different things out of it. Squeezer. It can be squeezed into a can of honey. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe we get more out of it that way. Alright. I'll be back. Okay, we have an Imperial drone, but we still only have a noble princess. So let's take a look at this drone and see how good of a drone is it. And it's an Imperial noble, which is okay. What kind of princess is it? It's a noble. So we're gonna have to take the noble diligent line. No, the noble majestic line again. So I need a majestic drone to go with my noble queen to try and get it again. Alright, I ended up with an Imperial drone, purebred, a majestic princess, Imperial hybrid, and a Imperial noble hybrid. I am gonna go with this combination in hopes that I end up with a purebred noble and princess and drone. It may work out, it may not. I probably should have kept the purebred drone, but that's, I don't know. I think it's a toss up. Now this is my first industrious drone. Ended up with a diligent princess and an unwary drone. I'm going to go ahead and throw these two back in here because they will, if they mutate again, they'll produce another industrious drone, no matter what their hybrid is. And let's just check out this drone. Is it pure? No, it's not. It's like this drone. We're getting a whole bunch of hybrids. No pure mutations yet. Or only one actually over here, but I went ahead and threw that back into the mix. Oh, I meant to use that. The Oblivion frame. Because I'm not going for more mutations. I'm going for just a straight up Imperial. Yep. I'm just going for a straight up breeding out the bad trait. So every time I get an Imperial with an Imperial, I'm going to keep on throwing it back in there. I only got 5 more honey drops left. So we should be... Ooh. What do I got? There's an effect on me every once in a while. Wonder what that is. Oh, a regeneration effect. Nice. That's got to be from these guys. Okay. Let's see how pure these are. That's a purebred queen, purebred drone, and another purebred drone. Alright, so I can go ahead and turn that on and let these guys cycle. That's cool. You can go into the junk drawer. Oops. This is still my industrious drone, but it looks like we're good to go on the Imperial front. Now let's see how we're going to do on the industrious. Okay, I got one more set of mutations here. I got an unwary princess with an unwary diligent princess, and I have this is just a straight diligent drone I ended up with out of this. And we have 2 industrious diligents that we've ended up with. So I'm hoping that the industrious or the diligent unwary will pull through and give me a industrious queen, hopefully. Okay, the mutations on my Imperials have finally settled down. I ended up with quite a few deviations, but they're finally starting to stack, so that's good. Over here, we're 1 tick away. I am hoping we end up... Ooh, no. We're still working on that mutation. Let's see how close we are. What is this? Diligent, unwary, industrious. Well, we're getting closer. That at least has the industrious trait in it. I'll throw this one in the junk drawer, which is getting quite big. And yeah, I'll be back. Now this is weird. I ended up with an Imperial princess. Imperial diligent, unwary, and Imperial. Now I got problems because now that bee's just been bred past where it can become an industrial. I don't believe there was any noble in that line, but yet it still went Imperial instead of industrious. So I am not exactly sure. Diligent, Imperial diligent, princess. Let's try an unwary industrious and see what happens. Or I'm just going to have to build up another bee from just about scratch. We'll see. Whoa. What's an iron drone? Imperial Princess, wary, unwary drone. What's an iron drone? Oh my goodness. That is not what I was expecting. Iron drone. It's an iron Imperial. Let's just inspect it. What's it? What are those? Possible speciality. Looks like an iron nugget. This is... Wow. Okay. Let's see what this still has some industrious in it. That does not have any. That does not have any. And that doesn't have any, but it's an unwary. Let's throw these two in there and see what we come up with. But that is weird. We got an iron drone out of it. These are... We got over 30 of these. That's good. We'll just go ahead and throw those into our collection. Now we have all that, and we're still working on industrious, and we have an iron Imperial. So weird. Not to get too excited, but this is a good sign. This Imperial Queen is producing Imperial Industrious hybrid, is producing royal jelly. So hopefully when she's done... That's so weird. Iron drone. Let's see. Imperial, Imperial, Imperial. Nope. That's not what we need. Let's clear our bar here. Moving things around. Let's see. That's an Imperial. She's full-blood Imperial now. Yeah. All these are full-blooded Imperial, but they're Imperial that produce royal jelly. That is weird. It's an odd mutation, but it still goes in the junk drawer. Our junk drawer's gotten a little larger now. Imperial Diligent. And I'm going to throw that iron in there for now. Unwary Imperial. And I'm going to work up another bee and try and get the industrial. I probably won't. I'm just trying to get some combs out of that. Yeah, we're getting royal jelly from this one too. Nice. Okay, I probably won't check back in until I have an industrious. Okay. Let's see. Is it? Yes. And is it? Yes, finally. Let's go ahead and run these two through, put it on automatic. Get a whole bunch of them, and that will... See, going after this ancient line, I accidentally came across this ancient line, and through that, getting a ancient industrious, and then finally it was down to either ancient or industrious, and between the two of them, industrious won, because ancient is a very... Let's see what this one is. Yep. Elongated lifespan. I wonder what that is. Okay, so Now that completes this. This is going to be, let's slide over a little bit. Oh, I need a sign. And INDUSTRIOUS, industrious. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. So that'll be it. I think we've covered all the bees and then some. Because now we got an ancient. Oh. No. We got. That's the industrious line. Yeah, I gotta wait for that to settle down. But, yep, our junk drawers. That should just about cover it. So that's it for now. Kung Fu out.